Someone said, very solid advice, James. Now that Superman's out, do you have any time to relax? He says, Peacemaker press and sequel writing. He already said a couple of weeks ago that he was going to make, he said define sequel. That's what he said. Someone asked, what are you going to do for Superman 2? Are you going to direct Superman 2? He said define, I think he said define Superman 2 or define sequel. But now he's saying he's doing the sequel, bro. And personally for me, I think overall, taking myself out of it, it's good news because people are into this version of Superman. That was the hardest thing to say. People are into this version of Superman. They're into James Gunn's iteration of Superman, and it's a lot better than the iteration of Superman that Zack Snyder gave us. So because of that, I'm cool with him doing what he does. I didn't want him to do this because I think that James Gunn personally, creatively, should stay away from all A and B list characters, in my opinion, because I feel like he wants to have too much fun and not do enough of the things that he should be doing when it comes to getting a character right. Now, overall, Superman is much more jovial. He's much more lighthearted. He's much more open. He's a savior. He's a hero. And for that, all right, dog, you gonna do your little James Gunn sequel for sure. I'm not looking forward to the James Gunn sequel to Superman. I'll be honest. It sucks that I feel this way. I am not excited for Superman 2. I'm not excited for his version. I'm not excited to see the sequel of that movie that I saw in theaters a month ago. And that's sad to say. It makes me feel weird saying it, hearing it come out of my mouth, and thinking about it. It's weird, but it's the truth. I have no hype. I have no interest in seeing a James Gunn Superman sequel, personally. But am I okay with it because of what it? Look what Superman has done to the world. One of the highest viewed trailers of all time. Doing great in the box office, especially when you come to domestically. It's underperforming overall, but the domestic box office is doing really well. And people are like, yo, I like this guy. All right, cool. Yeah, give me another one. So because of that, bro, and it's on the other side of the spectrum that Zack's was on, with the dark, brooding emo, not even Superman didn't know who he was. This Superman knows exactly who he was and what he's about. And when he was faced with an obstacle about his origin, he confronted it head on and he did his thing. So shout out to James for doing that. But I'm worried and I'm not interested in the slightest about seeing any more Superman movies from James Gunn. And that hurts me as a DC fan to say, but it is the truth, bro. What you think, man?
Hell no, bro. Hey, James said that a lot of people be coming up with these scripts and he think that they're amazing. I think somebody should come up with that new script for Superman. Hey man, I know that you're doing Superman. Here's a script. Let them take over because I get it. Like, you know, Superman was okay. I still have my issues with it, but it could have been better. It could not be Guardians. You know, it could be an actual film and an actual hero. Like he showed a hero, but we could have had a lot better. Menace still was a lot better than this, bro. Freaking Christopher Reeves is a lot better than this, bro. Even Brandon Ruth is a lot better than this. Like I feel like that's something that we should have had, and we did not have that. He was focused on that damn dog, man. I don't.
You brought that dog, man.
I don't want to see Mr. Terrific. I don't want to see Guy Gardner. I don't want to see that stupid ass Shira. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see a Jimmy Olsen who's just cracking everything.
You just jealous because he get more than you?
Nah, bro. Jimmy ain't running that life, bro. Nah.
All right.
And I don't want to see a Clark Kent who is not a Clark Kent. I just don't want to see that. You know,
well, you say he's not a Clark Kent, but I don't know what he is. How do you know if he's not a Clark Kent when we didn't barely see any of them?
The Clark Kent, true. The Clark Kent that we got was more like
about the parents. Are you still on the parents?
That, but the Clark Kent that we saw, and you know, like I want to see. Like honestly, I understand that Christopher Reeve made a version of it, and you know, David Cornswell is a Superman fan. I want to see the quirky Clark Kent that's falling into shit, dropping. Oh my God, you know, Lois. I want to see that type of Clark Kent. Not
Right.
you know, the Clark Kent that I saw was kind of like seeing Ben Affleck Batman. He still was the same person. I don't want to see that. I want to switch it up. I don't want to have that, bro.
I don't think that Clark was all the way different from the Clark that we know and love. It's just that he needed to make some adjustments though, for sure. He was too cool.
The one that we love is a nerd.
There should have been more of a nerdy little you know, how the posture changed. All that stuff would have helped. His Clark Kent was too much like Superman.
Yes.
That's what you mean.
Even the tone. Like, I want to switch up the tone of the voice. Like, just give me something, bro, because we know David Cornswell could probably do that. It's too much. Like, you know, like, and I heard that, once again, I heard that he said that he was trying to focus his, like how Smallville was, the Clark Kent. He wanted to be more realistic with it, and it's like, nah, bro. That wasn't it. Because even when Clark at the end of the show, he was falling like Christopher Reeve. They was like, look at Clark. He's always falling on the ground. We didn't get that at all. All it was Jimmy in there. Like, I don't want to see that, bro. That's
what
not.
What the freak was that?
When he was like, Clark, you did it. He was on the phone with his mom. Yeah, mom. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's not it. I want to see Clark be a nerd. Be the opposite of that. And then when he switch it up, that's when it's like Kal-El come out.
I get
we
you.
Didn't get that, bro. I don't want to see Ma and Pa. Hey, Clark, how you doing?
That was Clark, a problem for me.
Clark, I got your boots ready. I don't want to see that shit. Give me somebody who is the reason that this man becoming have hope. This is more like a country bunking ass type of people. I don't mind the country part, but not like that type of country. Nah.
What is that type of country? What you mean?
What the freak?
What is that type of country, man? That type.
Say it.
I feel like I was watching. I saw
because they sounded like country folk, though, didn't they? They had the accents. They had the farm.
I saw a Ma and Pa who's basically autistic. To me, I didn't see a Ma and Pa. I see Ezra Miller.
Yeah, definitely autistic.
I see Ezra Miller.
Worse than Ezra Miller.
I didn't see
worse than.
I didn't see that. Like even
worse than the Blue Ranger.
Even the conversation. Not even that though. I didn't see Clark Kent.
Worse than you.
Have the.
Oh, you heard that. Fuck.
I didn't see Clark Kent. All right, Trump. I didn't see Clark Kent have the love for his ma and pa like that. Like, it was more like, all right, then, yeah. You want to see the love and compassion that he has with his parents. We didn't see that at all.
Yeah.
It was just more like, the fuck is that? That's not enough.
Nigga, if you grab me again.
We family.
Yeah, so I understand where you're coming from. I think you're putting a little bit too much on Clark, but we agree with the same sentiment, though. You're not excited for Superman sequel.
No, I want somebody else to take it. James, do Creature Commandos. Do Sergeant whatever.
Rock.
Do that. Do some other
Gold.
shit. Hey, you still got
Swamp
open for
Thing.
Authority. Go do Authority.
Yeah.
Go do some other stuff. Don't
Yeah.
step on Superman, because and then my thing is Peter Safran. You should, even though like we want Superman to make more money, and I'm glad that DC fans, like, these are new people are open to Superman now. They not label him as a Boy Scout and all this other shit that they've been labeling as, which is a lot of people is crazy.
Come on, y'all,
for
be
that.
nice,
That's my
man. He's
opinion.
basically saying that he's not being the right Clark Kent. He's saying that his family folk look like they're on the spectrum, sound like they're on the spectrum, act like they're on the spectrum, and those are valid, bro. Because I admit, I think that James Gunn was ragging on Kansas City and country folk from the South or Midwest. He make them look like just brainless, mindless, only graduated through middle school, nothing else type of dumb farmers.
There's a show that's called Yellowstone in freaking
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner play. I would love to see Kevin Costner in well, not Kevin Costner, but somebody like that in that country setting, because that's what we had right there. That's a country setting, not like that. That right there was totally different.
I mean, so Gandhi said that James Gunn is from St. Louis, though. What would you say to that? Because I said about the South and Midwest and country farmers being ignorant, and Gandhi to retort that said, "Well, but James is from the Midwest. He's from St. Louis." What does that mean to you, Flash?
I mean, it's just, to me, it's just that was just his take on how he felt how Ma and Pa should be. My thing.
So when he said St. Louis, to me, I'm like, why are you?
What?
You're mentioning a major city, the biggest city in
They made what?
in Missouri.
Yeah.
That's not the country. That's like saying country folk are dumb. You know, the down south farmers from the country, from down south. But he's from Atlanta, Georgia. It's Atlanta. It's a city. The people in Atlanta are not the people out there making farms in rural Georgia. They're two different things. There's people that are from California that are country, guys.
That's
I'll
fact.
tell you that right now.
That's fact.
We got country folk that are just drive 3 miles north of here. Drive 3 miles north of here, you'll be in mid-California where there's a whole lot of farming going on, and they don't act like people from L.A.
3 miles? I think it's much more than 3 miles. But yeah.
I thought I said 3 hours.
You said 3 miles.
3 miles.
I'm sorry. 3 hours. Drive 3 hours north, you will see. It's night and day. California looks like Kansas in certain parts. Some
parts,
it's
yeah.
desert. There's
Yeah,
a lot of that.
yeah.
California has everything. It has snow, desert, plains, mountains, villas, beaches. It has a lot of that. It's one of those type of states. So if you go in Central California, you will see these. So that's not really a defense saying, "Oh man, this fool's a dumb." Well, I'm from L.A. So what? We talking about people in California who are farmers that they're making them look dumb. So that's a valid point, though. E-man is what I'm saying. But the travesty is that I'm a Superman fan. You're a Superman fan.
Yes.
And we both don't have no excitement for the Superman sequel.
That's
what
bad
does that
business.
say about the movie?
That's bad business. That's bad business.
What does that say?
But if
That's
for
an
it, yeah.
L.
Yeah.
But that's me personally how I feel. It's like this is a very selfless type of way of thinking in my opinion, because I want a man who doesn't know who Superman is. He really doesn't. James Gunn doesn't really understand the character of Superman. I think James Gunn is a fraud. I think when it comes to Superman, his Superman knowledge is down here on the bottom. And I feel like he made the movie so that masses can enjoy it, which is a good thing because we need masses to see this Superman. So that's an actual W from JG.
Superman a metahuman though, like a metahuman. He kept saying metahuman. Yeah, this guy from this Superman's not a metahuman.
What is he? I don't have a problem with the metahuman thing. What's wrong with that?
Clark is an alien. He's from another world. He's not a metahuman.
He
Bro.
got
Metahumans is like the
labels.
Flash and the rest of them, bro.
So labels. Superman, you could definitely call him a metahuman,
He is metahuman.
but he's not a human because he's not from Earth. Is human the problem?
So he's a meta alien.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
Nigga, just to make for you to understand.
Nah.
And let me
it's
tell you,
so
Flash,
stupid.
no, it's not just him.
Stupid.
It's the internet saying, I can't believe James Gunn called Superman a metahuman. Now, understand, I'm not for James Gunn, but I ain't for the dumb critiques that don't make sense either. Saying that James Gunn doesn't know Superman because he called Superman a metahuman is weird. That's not valid, at least not to me. Flash, what are your thoughts, bro?
Well, see, it's gonna be tough for me because
Why?
I fell asleep in the movie.
Why?
It wasn't because of the movie though.
Oh,
It's
okay.
definitely not because of the movie.
Had that have been a whole porn, you would have been awake through that whole thing.
I don't think so. I don't know.
Until he blammed. At least until you blammed.
Because of the night before, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Because- yeah.
But still, everybody else was up.
But I know.
You was the only one asleep, Flash.
Flash
I
never
know.
fall asleep to movies though. We know that. Like,
He always falls asleep with movies.
I fell asleep right after that
we
text,
we
bro.
was watching. We could watch any movie.
But
we
every
watch-
time I woke up, I kept seeing that dog.
yeah. Hey, this was
I
Flash.
felt like
dog.
I was in that
He
same
was like
scene.
this, and then
I was crazy.
so Keon was like, Flash was like, stupid. Back to sleep. Right back to sleep.
But I mean, this is just James Gunn's take on it. I don't mind.
Do you like his take?
Yes, from all the other movies I've seen him do. Yes,
All the movies besides half of this one.
more than half. But yeah,
But you complained about the dog.
I mean, because I kept waking up, that's all I saw was the dog flying towards me. Like, what the freak?
Do you think that's okay? Do you think that's cool?
I don't know because I don't know how long I would sleep or what, if
Got
it was
it.
in the same scene or
So-
not, or so. It's just
You one of those
dog,
fools. Oh, you one of
dog,
the ones that get retarded after you beat.
dog.
Yeah. Yeah. So Krypto was in the movie a lot, more than I wanted.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm assuming that because that's all dog. Oh, Green Lantern. Dog.
The disrespect to Green Lantern at the same time too, bro. Like you.
Whoa,
Like I said,
he's
the
Guy
construct-
Gardner.
the
He's
construct
not Al
of-
Jordan.
Yeah, I know, but just the construct of it though, the power setting of Green Lantern, it's like you're disrespecting the Lantern Corps. the Guardians themselves, bro. The shit of them talking about they call themselves the Justice Gang. Nah, bro, you are a Green Lantern. You're a sector.
That was Guy Gardner. That's his personality.
Nah.
I feel like some of you guys in the chat are capping right now. You guys are saying words like Superman is hot cheeks. Superman is trash. I don't know, man. I think some of you guys are being biased. Because, like, if you watch the movie, just the spectacle of the movie alone makes that statement invalid. It's a beautiful looking film, bro. The action is incredible. So, like, when people saying all this stuff, I don't know. Listen, Fantastic Four is better. But this dog piling on Superman, like it's like Birds of Prey or
that's disrespectful.
Shazam or something like that.
Yeah. It's not the
Shazam
Flash.
was good.
I'm talking about Fury of the Gods, the second one.
It's not.
Shazam's mid too, though.
It's not Flash.
It was mid, but it was
Superman
mid.
is not Flash. Superman's better than Flash. It's better than Shazam. It's better than Birds of Prey. It's better than the Joker.
Huh?
Yeah, I said it because I didn't like the Joker, bro.
Because it reminds you of yourself?
Fuck you.
That's valid. I think, hey, that's pretty valid, bro.
Fuck y'all.
E-Man E. You don't like the Joker one. You think that Superman is better than the Joker.
Yes.
That's a wild, crazy take, bro. That's crazy to me.
That is real crazy.
So how is it that we Superman fans could say we're not excited for the sequel? That means that we're suffering in silence. We're going to suffer in silence throughout the whole. That means all the marketing, all the publishment, all the trailers, we're going to be sitting here like, yeah, man, go Superman. I wanted to do good in the box office. Well, on the inside, like, fuck.
No more trailer trickery because we know what's coming. We know what James Gunn is going to do.
The trailer was good, though.
The trailers were iconic.
That's why he's calling them trailer trickery.
I know, but
The trailers were iconic. I watched them trailers so many times, but that movie was a different story. I mean, it's better than Fantastic Four to
he
me.
didn't trick you. He just.
All right, now X9000, you need to be a little bit more respectful of E-Man right now. You know you don't like when you talk about his brain, so just use your words in ways that talk to him, speak to him. If you don't like his opinion, then let him know. But don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You could be better than that, bro. So. Man, bro, this is an L.
It's a Guardians of the Galaxy.
This is an L,
It's going to
Flash.
be Guardians of the Galaxy.
I'm sorry, bro. Yo. Shout out to the love that's coming through here by way of PayPal and gave us that nifty 50 PayPal. Did a poor job establishing meaningful relationships. I don't believe in the Soup/Lois relationship. It was shaky and weak to me. No one seemed to care about each other either.
Yeah, he's not lying about that.
He's absolutely right.
He's not lying about that.
Absolutely right.
The fact that Superman and how first of all, me personally, I'm the only one that probably don't like the fact that it's way too early. Even though like James Gunn already did that book shit, but he whatever, and it should not be canon at all, that book. But I feel like Lois Lane should not know who Clark Kent is already yet, bro. She not know Superman.
I agree.
Is. I agree. And that whole
looking back at it, at first I didn't, but now I agree. She shouldn't know who he is. I prefer it that way.
That whole dynamic that they had about when she was trying to talk to him, talking about I can interview you and all, like that was a problem for me. Like on camera, it was dope when we saw it on the trailer. But just right there, it just didn't. And then her flying the fucking teeth there, bro. That's a problem for me too. I don't give a fuck if she do know how to fly. What they ain't push that issue with her daddy and stuff like that. Nah.
That's no longer an excuse for me.
Nah.
Me and Evol pushed back on you for that, but you're right. Looking back in hindsight, you were right. There was nothing in the movie that lets you think that she could fly anything. There's no development, no backstory, they didn't even mention her father.
Not even in the book?
Not even in the book.
What was the point?
So let me tell you something. That's a valid critique now, E-Man. How was Lois able to use that ship, regardless of about him saying it's user intuitive?
Anyone can use it. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, not everybody can. You won't be.
100% agree.
Fuck
oh, look, Evol says I agreed. He gave you a W. See
Why do we have Cat Grant? She was not needed. Why do we have Perry White? He was not needed. Why have them there? Perry White could have just been on a goddamn island somewhere.
Correct.
What was the point? Only
Correct.
person that we used was Lois, Jimmy, and Clark.
Shallow characters all around the board.
It was like
everybody was shallow
it was
except
no point.
Superman.
Who was the guy or whatever on the phone? Clark, what's up? You're an idiot. Why was he there? Who is he? What was the point of having these many people in here? You could have had extra people and not say
You sound
nothing.
frustrated, bro.
He does.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound really frustrated with this movie?
Yeah,
you
he
sound
does.
you're very animated and frustrated.
I am.
But yet you gave this movie a good
I see.
grade.
Yes, I see.
See, you said this movie's better than Fantastic Four.
It is.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Hey, bro, just because I got my gripes, don't feel. No, I still feel how I feel. It ain't changed.
I'm challenging if you're getting it right, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comment section down below. Do you guys want James Gunn to direct the sequel? Are you excited for it? I actually want to hear from you. Let's open up these phone lines. Oh shit! All right. Officer Winslow says E-Man is absolutely wrong about Guy Gardner. Calling you out on that. What did you say about him? He said you just didn't like him.
I said that he is a Lantern. He's not supposed to have that Justice gang. He's supposed to be. He's from the Lantern.
Oh,
Corps,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
All that shit, whatever
Yeah.
that he got.
Actually,
where's the Lantern? Where's this? You telling me the Guardians will be cool with that, bro? Like no, and the construct of the energy, bro. Come on, if you're a Lantern fan, bro, you should know that that's not the way to go.
Got our first caller. Charlie is on the line. What's up, man? It's Joseph Sparks. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Charlie?
Yo, what's up, man? How's it going, bro?
Good.
What's good, bro?
All right, so I have my own opinions about Superman. Personally,
Uh-huh.
I did enjoy the film, but I also enjoyed Fantastic Four, so that's a whole different situation in itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel as though it's this. I feel James should direct the sequel, but not write it.
Why do you say that?
Because he does have his James Gunn's handprint written all over the writing, but as far as the direction goes, like you said, it was a spectacular, like visually, it was a spectacular movie.
Yeah. But why don't you want him
Yeah,
to
so
write it
that's-
though? Why do you want James Gunn, co-head of DC Studios, who wrote and directed the first movie, not to write the second?
Because
Keep it a buck.
me being a writer, I sense different writing styles within different writers, and I see James Gunn's writing in this. While there were some moments in the writing that was decent to me, I feel as though that he is better suited in directing instead of writing.
It's a very nice way to call him a mid-writer.
Yeah. Just in case I get up there in the business,
Got
and
it.
James Gunn's hear this. Yeah.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Got
They
you.
don't know your real
so,
name.
So Charlie, you never did like the other movies that James Gunn did?
You mean like Guard? See, I like the first Guardians movie. The second movie, it was okay, and the third Guardians movie wasn't really. The only thing I liked from the third Guardians movie was the Rocket storyline, but that was about
The
it.
emotional moment, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the only thing. And I haven't. Wait, hold up. I did see the Suicide Squad. I did enjoy that, but the main things that I enjoyed was the funny moments. Technically, those were the only moments in the Suicide Squad that I enjoyed because, like with James, he loves doing unknown characters. He loved doing these obscure characters. So I didn't really feel that type of connection that I feel with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Spider-Man, and all the other big name characters. So I sat down and just went at it and just watched it and just to see,
Have you seen what was his name of his first movie, Slithers?
No, I haven't seen Slithers. No.
Well, I mean, because
That was like 20 years, 15 years
it was
ago.
like early
more.
2000. Yeah, early
Yeah.
2000. But he always been at this approach. This always has been James Gunn.
Jokey?
Yes.
Yeah,
His
the
Slithers was
earliest
supposed to be
thing
like
that
a
I-
And
horror movie,
Zaslav,
and it
you
had a
still
lot of-
hired him and gave him this job?
He
This is
always
Alan
did like
Zaslav.
Superman. Why'd you do Superman? Superman's not a joke.
Right. See, I was on the fence about your take, Jody, about him staying on as about leaving as studio
Was
head.
that
but now,
prior to Superman or was that post Superman you felt this way?
It was
So
prior.
you said
It
you
was
were on the
pre-
fence. So prior to watching Superman, you were on the fence about my Rolling Stone article take. When I read that, I knew. I said, no, he's the wrong guy. And you were on the fence with it. Where are you now?
Yeah.
Where are you at now?
yeah, I think he should stick to just strictly directing.
The movie speaks volumes. Whatever I say, whatever he says in his articles, it's in the air, right? We've seen the movie. The movie's out, and now we can have those deep dive debates and discussions about it. And the truth of the matter is that the fact, I'm gonna call it a fact. I know this is an opinion, but I call it a fact as if I know the sun's coming up tomorrow. Okay? Superman was more of an MCU movie than Fantastic Four was.
That's facts.
That is ridiculous. And it's because who is the one who cultivated the MCU, guys? Who's the one that showed Kevin Feige, you don't need iconic characters. You don't need deep telling stories. You don't need complex writing. Who was the one that created the MCU formula? Who's responsible for it? It is James Gunn.
James. Yeah.
He did it with Fantastic Four, with Guardians 1 in 2014.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't know who the hell Guardians was. He made the dancing and all that.
But I knew all this, but I thought he's never had an A-list top-tier character before. He's going to put respect on the character and do the right thing.
That's what you thought.
But what do
That's
people
what I
call-
thought.
What do they call Superman, though? They try to call Superman...
Shout out to Knox Shadow, showing my man get hit with a beer can. Is there anything you want to say before we dip out?
It's in a way good for the future of DCU strictly because of what we went through. You're right.
Correct.
James Gunn and Zack Snyder has two different directing styles. I feel as though that with James Gunn's directing style here, it brought in more people and it's showing more eyes because there was people like I don't want to say their YouTube name, but there was this couple on YouTube that don't even like Superman, but went in to see this movie and they said they're ready to see the future of the DCU.
Yes.
So I feel like there was an upside to this whole.
We call those
Superman
general
thing.
audiences. We call those the audience that are very general, that just want to be entertained. And James Gunn made some candy for them to eat on.
A lot.
They did. Not
A lot.
yeah.
A lot.
It's a lot of them out there. that
Correct.
Want
Yeah.
to see this new shit.
So how can we be so mad and angry when he's advancing the awareness of Superman? It's a very unique position to be in as a DC fan and as a
I'm
Superman
happy
fan.
about that part, but...
it's like this. This is how I feel about it. Remember how we used to like beat your butt in Third Strike and then you
Yes.
leveled and
Yes.
it
Yes.
was like, man, you casual fool, get
Yes.
out of here.
Yes.
When you start whooping your butt and you start
Yes.
training, you start
Yes.
getting better, and then we got the new Street Fighter. You was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah.
But they made that for the casual people. They didn't make it for the hardcore fighters. They want everybody else to come in and look. That Street Fighter doing really well.
So how do you
for
feel?
those casuals?
So how do you feel? It's good for the game,
It's good for the game, but not for
necessar-
me.
Not for you. So what would you prefer? Would you prefer more casual fans come and get with Street Fighter, or it be a little corner in the wall where you guys can get as sweaty as you want?
I want to get sweaty, bro. Bring me that Third Strike.
So then let me tell you something. Then you're of the opinion that James Gunn should not run DC. He's bad for Superman, and find someone else.
I know that's what it takes, but I gotta go and watch that movie again. I do.
Without
Okay.
falling asleep.
All right, good question. Thank you, caller, for calling in. Appreciate you so much.
All right, no problem, man.
Peace out.